Nothing stays the same for long, but when it changes doesn't mean it's gone. Time will always get away as it leaves behind another day. Things may come and things may go. Some go fast and some go slow. Few things last, that's all I know. The friendship carries on through the ages. Things may come and things may go. Some go fast and some go slow. Few things last, that's all I know. But friendship carries on through the ages. Things may come and things may go. Some go fast and some go slow. Few things last, that's all I know. But friendship carries on through the ages. Things may come and things may go. Some go fast and some go slow. Few things last, that's all I know. But friendship carries on through the ages. Been around for a long time, rocking out hard 'cause I'm in my prime. Maybe it'll change further down the line, but my friendship carries on through the ages. Every single style has something different it can say. There's nothing wrong with being unique and special in your own way. Maybe you wanna be a top star, get your 15 minutes of fame for far. Oh, that won't last forever, but friendship remains the same. Oh, things may come and things may go. Some go fast and some go slow. Few things last, that's all I know. But friendship carries on through the ages. Things may come and things may go. Some go fast and some go slow. Few things last, that's all I know. But friendship carries on through the ages. Things may come and things may go. Some go fast and some go slow. Few things last, that's all I know. But friendship carries on through the ages.
pondering in debt. Yeah, I spread the bowl with a current, and the dreams of the seas be leaking in just like a torrent. I be taking mental damage to the horn, in my head pretending that I'm a unicorn. Yeah, I wanna go back, but I don't know why. These bloody wings to fly are doing nothing but making me cry. Dreaming of a time where I can be myself. Yeah, I'm just dreaming of a time where I'm in perfect health. You take my heart, take my soul, tear me apart. You take control, take my heart, you take my soul. Like it or not, you're on a roll. I'm taking it back onto this track like I'm playing like Jack. Facing the facts, ain't go back. Like I'm stuck in the track, I be trying and trying a line. Defying, applying, applying, applying. To stop relying, I'm setting my wings, but I'm still not dying. Yeah, I'm passing between night and day. They call me Desert Twilight, but I wanna live in my own way. Hey, try to stop me, but cannot comply. Because I just wanted a magic, I did not want to fly. Dreaming of a time where I can be myself. Yeah, I'm just dreaming of a time where I'm in perfect health. You take my heart, take my soul, tear me apart. You take control, take my heart, you take my soul. Like it or not, you're on a roll. Yeah. Spreading friendship in a quick click is a slick trick. You probably have less runs than a thick brick. I'm a sick prick from a place called Canalot, where I just count a lot in haste. I sit and rot. Yeah, I wish I was my normal self. Excuse me? Yeah, I want to be myself, just to see myself and believe myself. Yeah, call me weird, but I need myself. Yeah. Dreaming of a time where I can be myself. Yeah, I'm just dreaming of a time where I'm in perfect health. You take my heart, take my soul, tear me apart. You take control, take my heart, you take my soul. Like it or not, you're on a roll. Time where I can be myself. Yeah, I'm just dreaming of a time where I'm in perfect health. You take my heart, take my soul, tear me apart. You take control, take my heart, you take my soul. Like it or not, you're on a roll. You take my heart, take my soul, tear me apart. You take control, take my heart, you take my soul. Like it or not, you're on a roll.
I never thought that I would find a
Hi, this is Ariel Soundwaves, and you are listening to Ponyville FM. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Tumblr.
can't stop. Not for all your cries, the prize shining in my eyes. I can't stop. So don't even try to face me, but be unwise. Stone, donkey, or Brony kind, I won't stop. So take up your throne, step back and say goodnight.
Also, we followed Rarity here.
to something that could never end. 'Cause we both know that I can't be the one you want, the one you need. We could all pretend another story with another end.
Hi, this is Aerial Soundwaves. Goodness gracious me! You should be listening to Ponyville FM. This is Aerial Soundwaves. Thanks for listening to Ponyville FM.
And all things warm and green, but it's also time to say goodbye. It's winter, we must clean. How can I help? I know you see. What does every pony do? How do I fit in without magic? I haven't got a clue. Winter wrap-up, let's finish our holidays here. Wrap-up, winter wrap-up, 'cause tomorrow spring is here. Winter wrap-up, let's finish our holiday cheer. Wrap-up, winter wrap-up, 'cause tomorrow spring is here. 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 'Cause tomorrow, 'cause tomorrow, 'cause tomorrow, 'cause tomorrow, 'cause tomorrow, 'cause tomorrow spring is here. Bringing home the feathered birds, a Pegasus job begins and clearing all the gloomy skies. Let the sun shine in. We move the clouds and we melt the white snow. When the sun comes up, it's warmth and beauty will glow. Little critters hibernate under the snow and ice. We wake up all their sleepy heads quietly and nicely. We help them gather up their food, fix their homes below. We welcome back the southern birds. Families can know.
to play and just set people free. You'll know I'm on my way. They'll never get rid of me. If it seems like something's wrong, you shouldn't look for me. I'm never truly gone. They'll never get rid of me. Yes, I'll always be here. Yes, I'll always be.
Look here, I three little ponies, ready to sing for this crowd. Listen up, 'cause here's our story. I'm gonna sing it very loud. Very loud. Your heart is in two places, you can only live in one. You're torn between the hilltops and the tide. Thank goodness that the cutie mark crusaders have begun to give you hope and help you to decide. These hills they call to you, they say harmonizing heights. This is your home, simple and serene. The sun-dappled leaves are a mountain terrace. You can see 23 different shades of green. To dare to compare anywhere to there is unfair and just plain wrong. Cold Termere, or you wear feathers, fins, or hair. This is where you belong. This is where you belong. You belong. Here's what I know. If you want to succeed, you must follow the trends, that's the key. If you want to show that you've got what it takes, you must be what they want you to be. Here's what I know. Your food is so good, the flavor's so fancy and free. You just need to show that unique sense of taste. Go on, be yourself, let them see. It's gonna work, I know it's gonna work. It's gonna work out just fine, trust me. It's gonna work, 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 You need to change if you want to compete, but fear not, for I know what to do. I know it feels strange, but trust me when we're done, we'll make sure that you're a hit too. Don't ever change, being different is good. Don't let what others do be your cue. Never rearrange, 'cause some pony said you should. Just trust your heart, it will know what to do. It's gonna work, I know it's gonna work. It's gonna work out just fine, trust me. It's gonna work, 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 work,
burning down my soul, freezing up my mind. I start to feel the heat, but I'm still snowblind. I wither in the cold, struggle through the flames. I feel the icy chill, whispering your name. Frostfire, I shudder at your touch. I don't know what to feel. I called your name too much. story to life and tear it all apart. You're frozen deep inside. I've got a burning, 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 These snowflakes fall on my face and evaporate, and that's my fate. I'm breathing fire to melt the ice close to the wire. Lost fire, lost fire, lost fire, lost fire. Please don't say it's all in vain. The lengths I take, the fears I've slain. I need you to heal my curse. But when I'm near you, it just gets worse. These snowflakes fall on my face and evaporate, and that's my fate. I'm breathing fire to melt the ice close to the wire. Frost fire. Frost fire.
Red, white threads stitching it together. Twilight stress, cutting out the patterns snip by snip, making sure the fabric folds nicely. It's a perfect color and so hip. Always got to keep in mind my pacing, making sure the clothes correctly facing. I'm stitching twilight stress. Yard by yard, pressing all the details. Jewel neckline, don't you know a stitch in time saves 9? Make her something perfect to inspire. Even though she hates for a whole lot of time, gotta mind those intimate details. Even though she's more concerned with sales, it's Applejack's new dress. Should we make a good appearance? Even if you simply have to fudge it, make sure that it stays within our budget. Got to overcome intimidation. Remember, it's all in the presentation. Piece by piece, snip by snip, croup, duck, on, shoulders, hip, bolt by bolt, pruned and pressed, yard by yard, always stressed, and that's the art of the rest.
This is Aerial Soundwaves. Stay tuned for your favourite electronic tunes and live DJ mixes.
sky passes past you, what you see is before you. Just look to me and you'll be free, while you're up here beside me. Don't look back now, forget them. Who even cares where you came from? Just see them now down below us. What makes them proud won't define us. Take to the sky and you'll see what makes us like a family. We got this now, just you wait and see what makes us like a family. Beside
little sister, your love by all you know. Will never lose their friendship, no matter where you go. There ain't no call to worry, so don't you cry or fret. A cutie mark won't change you, no matter what you get. Now, little sister, your love by all you know. Will never lose their friendship, no matter where you go. There ain't no call to worry, so don't you cry or fret. A cutie mark won't change you, no matter what you do.
Outside you can hear the city, at night you can hear the sirens cry. But here a mare so pretty, she's a tad bit shy.
Midnight, you can hear the busy streets and serenity by day. Spending my evenings just like this, I could hear a voice say, oh dear, just more drama in the end. It may be hurt sometimes, but we won't end. Imagining a world with resolution, all we've ever wanted was an absolution. There is never a time of peace for us, but we can pull through if we must.
I only ask for a chance. Is there a place for us? Can we escape somewhere
chance at all.
Fruitless indeed it is to run, seeing as how we're blinding dawn. Never a way for us to find a way out of being undermined.
Standing on the brink of love, I'm leaving out of my own.
I'll be waiting, you'll never be alone.
With this newfound passion strong, running from the world, so come along. Staying here if it seems so wrong. We home by the break of dawn.
Will I ever see this place again? Half and half, there's no more reason Will I ever see this place again? I do, baby, would think, and I make, and I do, I do, baby, would think, and I make, and I do, baby, would think, and I make, and I do, baby, would think, and I make. This day was going to be perfect, the kind of day of which I dreamed since I was small. But instead of having cake with all my friends to celebrate my wedding bells, they may not ring for me at all. For I also love the groom, all my thoughts he does consume. Oh, shining armor, I'll be there very soon. Must escape before it's too late. Find a way to save the day. Hope I'll be lying if I say I don't fear that I may lose him to one who wants to use him, not care for love and cherish him each day. For I also love the groom, all my thoughts he does consume. Oh, shining armor, I'll be there very soon. I do, baby, would think, and I make, and I do, I do, baby, would think, and I make, and I do, baby, would think, and I make, and I do, baby, would think, and I make, and I do, baby, would think, and I make, and I do, I do, baby, would think, and I make, and I do, baby, would think, and I make, and I do, baby, would think, and I make.
Hi, this is Aerial Soundwaves, and you're listening to Ponyville FM. Stay tuned for your favourite electronic tunes and live DJ mixes. This is Aerial Soundwaves. Thanks for listening to Ponyville FM.
Somnambula. Somnambula.
Farewell to this lucid life of mine. I'll leave it all behind. If you tell me that I'm needed, and I'll try to finally fall asleep. So tired of counting sheep. Just tell me that I'm needed. This light seeps into my eyes and shows me many wonders and worlds beyond the stars. This light is glowing like new cast. It tells me to come back to the worlds I've left behind. So I'll lie down and think of you with the world at your feet as you start to rise in the east. Now you're singing hush now, quiet now as I drift to sleep. I'll see you in my dreams, hopefully. Suspended in the sky, I'll watch them shine tonight. Don't tell me that I'm dreaming, and I'll wake to the brightness of the day as my dreams fade away. I swear that I can hear her singing this song that's stuck inside my head, echoing through all of the thoughts around my mind. I'm about to write. I hope that I can sing it to you tonight. So I'll lie down, think of you with the world at your feet, as you start to rise in the east. Now you're singing hush now, quiet now, as I drift to sleep. I'll see you in my dreams, hopefully. Your voice gliding through the night, it sweetly sings to me as I start to close my eyes. Your voice, when I hear it tonight, I know that everything will be alright. So I'll lie down and think of you with the world at your feet, as you start to rise in the east. Now you're singing hush now, quiet now, as I drift to sleep. I'll see you in my dreams, hopefully.